Hey everybody, my name's Joe.
I am also Joe.
SNES is life. We're going to be playing WORDTRIS. I mean, cover art.
Looks like a Scrabble game.
WORDTRIS. It's letter. Or it's Tetris made letter perfect. I'm going to guess it's Scrabble mixed with Tetris. And that's just off the front of the box. I mean, right? Makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the back. Wabba. So, let's see. It's New World Order in video games. Soviet blocks fall again, letter by letter. Words fall together at your command, horizontally, vertically, quickly. They clear, you score. Pace quickens.
Why?
You await a letter for the magic word, the one that scores big and wipes the slate clean.
Why Soviet blocks?
Because Tetris was made by Russians. That's why the original Tetris has all the Russian theme to it.
Okay.
Interesting side note. It was made by a guy who, of course, worked for the Soviet government, who basically tinkered with computers like while he was at work. Well, it was the Soviet government. You want to know how much money a dude ever made off Tetris?
None.
None. He actually did end up with the copyright far later in life. But yeah, for like the first 20, 30 years or something bonkers, like the Soviet Union owned Tetris.
Because that's why he uses all the Russian music.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it's Russian. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, well now you do. History lesson. All right, over here we see 4 1-inch screenshots. This is a really bad box scan, unfortunately. I mean, it looks like Tetris with letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 4 screenshots. There's some art on the side, which is interesting. I'll be curious to see if that carries over into 2-player or if that's single player only. But how about you go ahead and get us rolling into this nonsense. Hey, Rob. Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. I'm a child.
Spectrum Holobyte.
WORDTRIS. The only thing that really excites me about this is 2 players. Otherwise, it looks completely boring to me.
Is the TV muted? Nope.
Hey, Scott. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. We're at the circus. Fair enough. Cooperative, competitive, tournament. What did you change? You changed to tournament? Yeah, no manual. Couldn't find a manual for this game, so this is going to be a lot of figuring it out.
We're gonna reset it, actually.
Reset. Look, I mean, the music's okay so far. For a title screen. And the pixel art isn't terrible.
Okay, so it goes through the list on what we want to change. So, game mode first.
Yes. Let's do competitive. Me and you.
Competitive.
Yep. Go down. Just competitive would be my get. You hit start, huh? So you don't even know how to play. No, we don't. Oh, we share a board. That is horrible.
Make the word you. Oh, why is it way down there?
Oh, but you got the points for it. Oh, God. It's a fight.
No!
Oh, Jesus. Goo. Is goo a word? Nope, goo is not a word.
Get out of my way. You! You pushed it!
This is my new favorite.
Stop! We're not gonna get any words. What word has a K?
I don't know. Oh, you got a word.
Aha.
Move!
No.
Ha!
You didn't even mean to get that.
Shut up. Oh!
Wait.
Damn. Scott says, suck, the menu sucks. Lord Goober's laughing at us. Oh, I've already got tears in my eyes. That was funny. I don't like sharing a screen. Oh, it leaves the letters on there.
Dude.
I got a question block. Random letter.
Oh, there was a Y. That's okay. You pushed the...
Well, who won?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know why it did that either.
Well, we didn't get a bonus because they were all small words. Scott, this is horseshit. It's speeding up.
Oh gosh.
Hey. Ass. At this point, I'm literally just dropping letters, being like, hoping random forms. Uh-oh.
You got into the way! FYI is a word, right?
Weird. I got weird, apparently. Alright, look. This isn't that bad. I like the, I pause it. I like the side pixel art for every board. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at them.
It looks like they're all different people from a circus.
Well, yeah,
Like that
clearly
lady
it's
is clearly
circus
a fire eater.
For sure. It's clearly circus theme. That's really decent pixel art, though. I wonder if those are just digitized photos.
Probably.
Would be my guess. You ready?
Sure.
I just didn't want to pause it without telling you.
Oh boy, I have a Q.
Jip. Oh god. Jag. Lap. Yeah. Double bonus. Idle. I have some extra letters.
No! If you move at like the last second, it screws up everything.
Oh, Lear. Look, I am certain in single player mode you can plan words out, but in 2-player mode you get someone like me who's just gonna dump shit everywhere. And I'm looking for random luck. Which is gonna stop happening at some point. Or I'll get super lucky. What's wrong? Is it bothering you?
I need you to get out of my way.
Oh, dude.
No. Yeah, that works, I guess.
Oh my god. I hit down too much. I wonder what happens when I lose. Because I feel like that's going to occur shortly. Popeye! That was convenient. Oh, I should have blown up that R. Dude.
SOS doesn't count? Dang.
So what we got? Scott says, this is Scrabble on acid. Yeah, I'm not against that particular statement. So that side art was an elephant. Oh, did we finish the level? No, just changing over again. Lion tamer.
Oh my gosh, it's so fast.
I mean, it is definitely getting faster. Oh, I want to... No! You're not going to get over that N, by the way. It is... Well, now I tried to get over the N and it didn't get there.
Well, I can no longer get over the end. Oh, that one can.
It's just random luck, I guess. Well, now it's really stuck. Now we're on our own.
Now it's all just luck.
A little bit, yeah. Shoot, I should have blown up that Z. I do not care for the question blocks that are literally just random.
I agree. I seem to have worked myself into a corner.
Oh!
Take that back. You seem to have worked me out of a corner. Well, Pi, I'm immediately back into the corner.
I feel you. Ooh.
You took my place.
Uh-oh. I've blocked myself in more than you. Why is it slowing down?
I think it's just experiencing slowdown.
But why? There's nothing to slow it down. It's not like there's a million sprites moving on screen. Oh, board clear. Game over. We finished the game. So, well, let's look at the top. Oh, game stats. I made one more 3-letter word and 3 more 4-letter words. So, Joe wins. Old Joe. Big Joe. Dad Joe.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's that. I said on our social media post that we talk about Sonic the movie since we've both seen it now. And I figured it's in Tetris.
It's been a while as well.
I mean, yeah,
So
yeah.
not-
Spoiler time is over. Why would you see if single player does anything different?
I doubt it.
Probably not, but we can try. So, too many blocks. Yes, Scott, way too many blocks. You made a really bad 4-letter word, too. So Sonic the Hedgehog the movie came out, was it last year? No, it was this year, right? Or no,
Yeah.
last year. Last year.
Technically last year, yeah.
Well, here, while you do that, let's look up some Sonic the Hedgehog movie nonsense real quick. Because I'm interested to see how much this movie made, really. So, reception. Alright, so, well, here, let's look at this real quick. Sonic the Hedgehog premiered January 25th, 2020. So it was this year, right at the beginning of the year, but, you know. Released on the United States February 14th, 2020. Critics praised the performances, Sonic's design, and its faithfulness to the source material. So, yeah, let's do a first talking point. Sonic's design. I will give... who produced this? Paramount? What was it? Yeah, Paramount. I will give them this. They released the initial trailer, right? And Sonic looked like a hot dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And to their credit, there was such backlash that they're like, all right, we'll delay the movie. We'll go back and literally change everything about the character's looks. And in the end, what do you think it looks?
I think it looks a lot better.
Yes.
It definitely looks like Sonic.
I think it looked pretty good, actually, yeah. The initial one, I've seen comparison shots to it where he had like the human teeth and like the more human face, and
Yeah.
it just looked bad that way. But they did change everything about it, and it came back, and it came out looking really good. And then everything else was fine. I would have preferred Dr. Robotnik to look like Jim Carrey did in the after credits scene. That looked more like Dr. Robotnik with the big bushy mustache and the bald head.
I agree.
Also, Rock Reconnaissance was hilarious to me. What was the other? There was another dad joke in there that he did in the hotel. Do you remember what it was?
I don't know. I think I was gone.
He made a dad joke, and Sonic was like, "No, don't do that again." It was funny. I just remember at the time being like, dad jokes.
God, he gives like 0 vowels.
And you're trying to spell the word guile.
I know.
Good luck with. And now the question blocks being absolutely random is garbage. So the plot of the movie was what, essentially? He'll look like that in the second movie. Have they announced the second movie, Scott? Because we were talking about the obvious open they left for a second movie. With Tails coming in at the end, which was super cool. I thought Tails looked really good too. And I would enjoy that as long as they don't screw up the plot. Speaking of plot. So Sonic starts off in his own world, I guess. Who the hell was the owl? Longclaw, do you know?
No.
Was that from one of the games after the initial like trilogy or set of 4?
I don't.
Scott, do you have any
think
idea?
so.
What did you know? We're gonna Google that too since I've got that ability on me here. Sonic, Longclaw the owl. Why is Noble Owl protected Sonic? Blah blah blah. Who the hell is the owl? It appeared in the Sonic the Hedgehog film. She's an anthropomorphic owl from another planet and was the protector of Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, the owl is apparently from the movie, I guess? Honest, I know, but it won't. Yeah, I wouldn't think they would either. It's just the weirdest part of the Sonic movie is the giant owl. Yeah, so the owl was new, created just for the film. That explains a lot. I wondered because I was like, I don't have any idea what the hell the owl is from, but it made no sense, other than I guess just a way to kickstart the film and throw him into planet Earth, I suppose.
God, it's fast.
So I didn't care for the owl. Go figure. What I was more interested in were the shadows, like the dark Sonics that were chasing him in the beginning of the movie. Those were interesting. I thought maybe those would show up later, and maybe they do show up in the proposed second movie. I'd be interested in that. What was your favorite part? Do you have a favorite part? Anybody in chat have a favorite part of the Sonic movie? I hope you've all seen it because we're just talking about it openly here.
I don't even know.
You don't know? You liked all the jokes with Agent Stone.
I think Agent Stone is my favorite character in that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a specific part that I like the most.
I would have liked to have seen Dr. Robotnik do a little more. I mean, I get the movie revolves around Sonic, but I don't know. It seemed like all of Dr. Robotnik's parts, except for like the very end battle, was very throwaway. Like they weren't necessary to move the story on. They could have just had random bad guys jumping in and doing a lot of that. I also want to know in what sense was Robotnik working for the government? Like, it made no sense whatsoever that he had anything to do with government work, but I don't know. Like, I guess they wanted to get it onto Earth. Makes it a lot easier to make that movie. Let's see. Now that we've said that, let's look at it. Reception. How much did the film cost? Budget, $95 million. The redesign added an estimated $5 million to the project. So they spent $5 million to go back and redesign Sonic after the public backlash, which is huge. Like, but the fact that they did that is kind of a big deal. Scott says, "No, I thought Sonic was referencing the Mushroom Kingdom every time he would talk about the Mushroom World, but I was told the Knuckles first word in the game is Mushroom Hills." Oh,
Mushroom Hills is an actual level.
yeah. Well, so was Green Hill.
Correct.
And Hills on, you know.
There were a lot of references.
Yeah, there were. I don't know Knuckles' first world in the game was Mushroom Hills. I don't know enough about Sonic to make that statement. But you're right, actually, thinking about it. I wonder if that was kind of their knock at Nintendo. The Mushroom Kingdom is the Mushroom World is lonely and boring, and I don't want to go there. Like, if you think back in terms of the console wars from the 90s, yeah, I could see that being a dig at Nintendo. Even though Nintendo basically owns them at this point, whether they want it or not. So, I was looking up. Where the hell did the money go? So they spent $95 million to make the movie. You want to take a wild guess how much it made?
It made quite a bit, if I remember correctly.
Let's see if it puts it all into one big number here. $306 million worldwide. So it made twice its budget back. So spend 100 mil, basically get 300 mil. Yeah, I can't see this not getting a sequel, frankly. Especially,
I would actually be okay with the sequel.
Yeah, I would as well, especially when they stuck Tails in it at the end. Sonic's disdain for the Mushroom World made me think it was a dig at Mario. Yeah, I agree. Definitely seemed like a dig at Mario and Nintendo, which is kind of funny. I don't know. I like the fact that they've always had that kind of fight. What do you think of casting? What do you think of Robotnik being Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey doesn't look like Robotnik.
Until the very end. And then a skinny Robotnik.
And I don't think he does great as Robotnik, but I don't know who would do better.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
I think he looked great at the end. And I don't know, I guess if you go back to the cartoons, Robotnik was pretty goofy. But Jim Carrey just played him so zany and over the top that I thought it was a little weird and didn't particularly care for it. What did you think of the main character alongside him, his partner? Tom Wakazkazgluski, whatever his name was.
He looks like Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Which, I don't know if you know the Uncharted games.
I mean, we've got a PC. Let's look him up. Nathan Drake, Uncharted. Yeah, I'll give you that. It does look a lot like him.
I feel like if they ever did a movie of Uncharted, which...
He should be the main character.
Yeah, I feel like he should be the main character.
I mean, it does it, doesn't it? Where are we at? Ben Schwartz? No, that's the Sonic voice. James Marsden is the actor, who in that particular picture does not look like him. But yeah, he does in the Sonic one. Yeah, I can see it. Scott says he thinks he did great. I don't know. Yeah, I'm okay with him as Robotnik. I just think he should have spent the entire movie done up like he did at the end. The main character, the Tom guy, the cop, I thought his part was okay. I don't know. Like, it seemed... He's typecasting those roles. He plays in Hop, which is another real world with an Athmore protagonist. Oh, the guy that did Sonic or the Tom guy? Tom Marsden or James Marsden, whatever the hell. Apparently he's in Westworld. He was in X-Men movies. He did a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I thought he did alright. I thought the character development for everyone else was obviously extremely shallow. The movie felt really short. And it was an hour and a half long. But it just felt... He was Cyclops... Jesus, he was Cyclops in the original X-Men, really? I don't think I've seen that movie in a long time. A really long time. When did the first movie come out? 2000. Explains a lot. Sure enough. James Marsden. Ah. Yeah, that's him. But hell, he looks a little bit more like the dude from Uncharted as Cyclops.
A little.
He's got that stubble going. I don't know. I thought it was an okay enough movie. Like, I'm not disappointed that we saw it, obviously. Your brother liked it. You liked it. It had some good humor in it.
It did.
A few funny jokes.
I think it tries... I think it does well, actually, catering to both more of a child sense of humor and more of, like, my sense of humor.
It's got a couple
Which
dad
isn't
jokes in there.
unchildish.
I like Donut Lord. He's sitting there talking to the donut, and he's like, "What do you say? Wow, what do you call him, Sergeant Sprinkles?" What else was there? I like the turtle at the beginning, where Sonic's talking to the turtle. He's like, "It must be sad to move so slow. Today is your day." He's just running with him, and I kept hoping for like the adult horrible joke where he like wipes out and just pastes the turtle into the road. Because that would have been amazing. It'd be like stumbled and it was like squid. But instead he's running, the turtle's like flies off, which I also got a big chuckle out of me. So yeah, I mean it was good. There were some definite good parts. I wonder, I don't know. I wonder what the second one would be about, right?
I agree.
Like,
I guess.
Like Tails show up, says, looks at his little things, like, he's here. I hope I'm not too late or something.
My guess is either.
That was hilarious.
Well,
I agree, Scott. Very funny.
I think it would probably be about the shadow people. Because he says, I hope I'm not too late.
Yeah, let's see. Now here's the line. The alien says, if the readings are accurate, he's here. I found him. I just hope I'm not too late. He runs off towards Emerald Hills, presumably to meet Sonic. So yeah, I'm curious exactly what they would do or why he's there. Is someone after him? I wonder if it's like Robotnik got into Tails' world and is screwing around in Tails' world. And so Tails comes to find him for help.
I don't know.
What'd you do?
I reset it.
Reset.
I didn't hit start, it just started by itself.
I feel similar to fans of Vamps because it's not Mushroom Hill Zone was a level in Sonic and Knuckles. It also appeared in Sonic 3 and Sonic Dash. So that's why, because I have not played Sonic and Knuckles, so I have no idea about that. Scott asks, Shadow the Hedgehog. That was my thought when I originally saw the gray and black hedgehogs at the beginning of the movie chasing them, was that they were the Shadow Hedgehogs. That was my guess anyway. Here, you want me to take a run?
Sure.
Sure. You're gonna have to talk though, because you know I can't do both.
I mean, there's not much to talk about. I think the movie overall was okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have done more with it.
Such as?
Well, just in general. Like, they spent a lot of the movie just driving.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I said that I felt like it was short. It just felt like they did very little in it. And that's... I don't know that that's good or bad, really.
I think it's good in the sense that there's less time for them to mess up the movie. But
Scott, I loved how Robotnik was as fast as Sonic when he was in the ship with Sonic's quill. It made it to the games because Robotnik is as fast as Sonic. That's fair.
I like Robotnik's flight suit.
Well, yeah, the suit goes back very much to kind of the original Robotnik feel. Ooh, did you change levels at all?
No. I lost on F.
Oh, you tried F?
No, that's where I lost. You work your way up.
Oh, so that's just starting difficulty, I guess. Speed, maybe. There's a time limit. Repeat words is on. God, you could turn off the ability to repeat words. That'd be brutal. Cooperative tournament. What the hell is tournament? Sure, we'll do 2-player tournaments. Dad. Ooh.
I wonder how this works.
I don't really know.
Start?
Yeah, we'll find out. My guess is we take turns. Yeah. Other thoughts on it?
I mean, not really. I liked it. I think it was a good movie. I think it is definitely up there in terms of one of the better video game movie adaptations.
You know, speaking of video game adaptations, you've never seen Mario, have you?
I have seen bits and pieces.
You've never seen the whole thing.
They look like gangsters, like mafia gangsters.
It never occurred to me. The original War back in the first game of was actually friends with Sonic. The accident turned him blue. Also turned a good doctor into Robotnik. There's an accident. Oh my god, I don't even want to know the backstory to that. Like, I'm happier knowing that Sonic was always blue and assuming that. Brain shut off.
I don't know what you're talking about either. Video game adaptation movies.
Video game movies. Considering I'm making you watch movies as we go through the library and they're ones that match up with shows, I'm shocked I didn't think to make you watch Super Mario Brothers when we did Mario World at the very beginning.
I'm glad you did.
No, I feel like it's a real mistake that we need to remedy.
No.
Yes.
No.
What do you mean no?
I haven't seen much of it.
You should suffer it.
It is so bad.
It is bad, dude. It was such a...
What?
Well, I don't know, but that was a good word.
Sakura.
I mean, don't knock it. Look, I'm just saying, everybody should watch that show.
No.
Yeah.
The Super Mario Brothers Super Show, I will watch.
No. You gotta watch Super Mario World. It's bad. Yes, that's the point. I don't know if we have to use the same controller or not. I guess we'll find out. Apparently we can use the same controller. Alright, Scott's made me curious though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, the original backstory.
It's spelled load wrong.
Oh, this is just talking about how he was created, like how they came up with him, which I already know. It was a weird design contest that the company held. Speaking of which, I guess we'll throw that bit of lore out there. Do you know what Sonic's original name was?
No?
I think it was Mr. Needlemouse.
That wouldn't surprise me. If I remember correctly, that's what he originally was. He was just a needle mouse. Then they were like, actually, it's just a hedgehog.
Mr. Needlemouse. Yep, that was it. I was like, I've read that. I know I have. He was literally codenamed Mr. Needlemouse. The original artwork. Oh god, I wonder if you can find that. He was a rock band character, basically. And he was supposed to have a girlfriend. There it is. He was supposed to have a girlfriend that was Madonna. Yeah, and he had like a leather trench coat, or like a leather jacket, and he played a guitar. And yeah, like apparently that was the original idea for it. And the Sonic team, well, the Sega team in America was like, no, you can't do that. That will be terrible. And so they scrapped it. Oh, hey, Budget Arcade. Thanks. A YouTube video. That's worth watching later. We'll click it and then just not play it so we can check that out at the end. You're gonna have to talk now.
Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't do that.
Your business idea needs a website.
I said no.
Clearly didn't listen. Shoot, I had something that I was gonna say, and I lost it. What was I gonna say?
I don't have any idea. It's...
Do you know any good movie adaptations from video games?
How is Luna not a word? Oh, I can't push it down anymore. Bogus. I had a good word. Good movie adaptations? No, not really. If I had to try and say that there was one, and this is arguable, Dave, Angry Birds.
Angry Birds
yeah,
was
he's not
alright,
wrong.
But Angry Birds didn't have a story in the first place. Like, the movie
Yeah, it
became
did.
its story.
No,
Well, the story was
the
that
pigs tried to steal
had
all the
eggs.
bird eggs, yeah.
That was the Angry Birds story.
Oh,
and
God.
That was it.
Have we played Mortal Kombat yet for the stream? We have.
Yeah, we played the first one.
Did we?
I think so.
We played Street Fighter. I'm going to look it up real quick here. You can play.
It's your turn.
Well...
Oh, wait, it's not your turn anymore.
I don't know if we've played Mortal Kombat yet.
I know we have played Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, I know you and I have played it. Yeah, no, we haven't played it for stream yet. It's in 1993. I forgot that there was a movie for Mortal Kombat. It is also hot garbage.
Like, rivaling...
I feel it's a little better than Street Fighter,
Okay.
but it's still really bad.
Excuse me, that is a word.
No, if I was gonna come up with a movie that had a good video game to a movie adaptation, although it doesn't really apply to the plot at all, Resident Evil is probably not that bad.
Resident Evil got a movie adaptation?
Look, Scott, I'm in love with you. Street Fighter's amazing. For all the wrong reasons. No. Dude, Raul Julia is amazing as Bison. Like, come on. You know why? And that was Gomez from the Addams Family, which makes it even better. The original Mortal Kombat movies, no, I don't think it was, dude. I don't really remember it, I guess. Let's see how it did. I bet it did real well. Rotten Tomatoes ranks it as 47%.
I mean, it's not the worst movie on there.
Well, no, it wouldn't be the worst movie. 122 million worldwide, so it wasn't exactly a real bank breaker. Resident Evil is so far gone from the game series. I agree. I said it doesn't apply to the same plot as the fucking game. And I don't think the first one was even anywhere near the original plot of the game, but it still wasn't bad. And I don't think I've seen anything past the first one either.
Similar
so
to plot being super far gone, I think Detective Pikachu was alright.
It was not
but
based
the
on
plot,
a game.
Right, the plot had nothing to do with any of the games. Which I think was alright. Sty is the end of the word.
No.
It's its own word as
Yes.
well? Okay. Anyway.
It's a growth on your eyeball.
I think it was so separated from all of the games that it was able to do what it did. I think the Detective Pikachu movie was alright. I can't think of any others. I personally remember the trailer for the Warcraft movie and thought, oh, that looks cool. But I heard it did not do. It was not good.
Yeah, I'm not even... I never saw the Warcraft movie. I don't think I even ever heard anything about it.
There is a Detective Pikachu game?
I mean, that doesn't shock me, actually.
Does it follow the same storyline as the movie?
Woo! I was unaware that there was a Detective Pikachu game. First is good, actually. It did. Oh, so the first one did follow the plot? Shows how long it's been since I've seen the movie.
First of what?
Resident Evils would be my guess. Yeah, Resident Evil, the first one was okay. If Detective Pikachu actually had a movie or a video game, which I was unaware of, it's a DS game. Detective Pikachu is a game. In Japan, known as Great Detective Pikachu Adventure Game. Hell, I'm actually vaguely intrigued by that now. For the 3DS. When the hell did it come out? 2016? Fair enough. And it was different. No Mortal Kombat. See, I just feel like I remember seeing Mortal Kombat and I thought it was garbage. But again, that was a long time ago. So, I don't know. Maybe it was better than I recall. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing a second Sonic movie. I'd like to see what they do with Tails. I think they need to... If they're going to do another Sonic movie, Robotnik needs to come back. Tails needs to be in it. Sonic obviously needs to be in it. But I think that's where they should stop.
I agree.
And they won't.
I had that conversation with my friends after we watched it.
Every sequel ever has been like, cram as many characters in as you can. And I hate them all for it.
I think it would do okay with Sonic, and I think it might do okay if they add Knuckles as well.
I mean, Tails is obviously in it.
Right.
Sonic and Robotnik. Robotnik's got to come back, probably.
I meant to say Tails instead of Knuckles.
Yeah.
Not Tails instead of Knuckles. Tails instead of Sonic. No, Knuckles instead of Sonic.
But he comes
I meant
back
to say
for
Tails
Sonic.
and Knuckles.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
You're dying.
I'm not doing good.
I think they... Okay, I could... It would follow this. It should follow like the Sonic games did for Sonic. Yes, agreed. Give us Sonic and Tails. That's it. And then if that does really well, then you can look at throwing Knuckles in it. Let's just immediately leave Amy and Shadow and Werehog out of this. Get rid of them. They don't need to exist. That was where they jumped shark and lost their minds. That's an opinion, obviously.
I feel like they should keep it to just Tails and Knuckles. But I do agree that they should do them in separate movies, if they do. That is loud.
Sorry.
I like that. If you pause it, the music's like it's lower.
Yeah. Me. We are the knights who say me.
It's a great movie.
All right. I'm trying to think of other things they could add to the Sonic movie that would make me not hate it. And I think really that's it. After they saw a Sonic movie, my kids are hella into Sonic. Apparently the newest Tomb Raider is ranked highly. I have not seen the newest Tomb Raider.
Did they make a movie?
For Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Jesus, yes. They've made like 4 of them.
I was not aware.
The original ones had Angelina Jolie as Tomb Raider, as Lara Croft. And then they just redid it, and they rebooted it. I don't know. What was that, Scott? Just like a couple of years ago? I feel like it was a couple of years ago. They've been watching the cartoon. Dude, the cartoon Sonics were great. Which cartoon? They made like 3 of them.
I think a lot of the cartoon Sonics were okay. Except for Sonic Underground.
Which one was Sonic Underground?
The band one. With his siblings.
I mean, that one wasn't amazing. by any stretch. What was the one I liked was the one with the fox girl. It was kind of grittier, and his uncle had actually been turned into a robot.
Sally? I remember the fox
Yeah.
girl's name, and I think she's a squirrel.
Whatever the hell she is. Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons. Let's find them. Sonic the Hedgehog TV series.
There was that one with Sonic and Tails, and they're always fighting Robotnik, the fat egg one,
Yeah, so Sonic
with his two robots.
Sonic the Hedgehog specifically was the one I'm thinking of. They were the freedom fighters. Princess Sally Acorn, a chipmunk. She was a chipmunk. Okay. And then there was another one that was hyper cartoony, like Looney Tunes cartoony.
I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm thinking of with Sonic and Tails. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. That is the one I'm thinking.
Yes, it was hyper cartoony. It had the like robot chicken
Yeah.
and the other robot that was like
A tank.
yeah, he had tank treads and like a needle drill nose or something. Sonic X, Dave says. Budget. Scott says yes.
Sonic X, I
2018.
remember watching.
So 2018 they remade the Tomb Raider movie.
Sonic X is a much more current cartoon.
The newer Tomb Raider only got a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes. Though it almost got a 6.3 on IMDb, 48 on Metacritic. $106 million budget, made $274 million, so did pretty well. I would think they would make another one, but I don't know. I'd have to go back to watch the originals and then watch that one and see which one's better. I mean, I would assume the newer one would be better, frankly. I don't know if there was another Sonic one. What was the one you said they were in a band?
Sonic Underground?
Yeah, sure enough. So, there were 3 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons.
And then there's the current one. Or not
Jesus,
current.
there's a current one?
It's more current than those. It's what Dave said, Sonic X.
Oh.
Which had the best intro of all of them.
Oh, I remember you watching that when you were little.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was in the real world. That's where Amy was in that one.
Yep. Actually, a lot of
them were, apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
God, so there were 4 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons. I didn't realize that. Scott says Steve Urkel was Sonic in one of them. Really?
That doesn't surprise me. I could definitely see that being his voice in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can absolutely think of, I'm waiting. Yeah, 100%. That was Urkel. Jesus, I never would have realized that as a kid. Dave says Angry Birds is objectively the best. I mean, Angry Birds ain't bad.
Angry Birds is only the best because of how little it had put into it. The movie could pretty much do whatever they want.
I mean, you're not wrong on that particular statement. Oh, hell.
That's not gonna work here. First carton. That's what it says.
The hell does that even mean, Scott?
I think it's supposed to say cartoon.
A first cartoon. Gotcha.
So, the oldest one, which would have been Adventures of Sonic. Yeah.
That was a lucky one. I would love to get something over here. Yes! Clear it up.
Of the Sonic movies and shows, do we count cartoon movies? Was there cartoon movies?
I mean, the Angry Birds is a cartoon movie.
I think he's talking about Sonic.
I mean... Well, I mean, do you count... Did Sonic have cartoon movies?
I don't know.
Is that what we're discussing at this moment? I think cartoon movies.
It's 10 minutes, by the way.
Okay. Look, man. It's drop Scrabble.
It is.
It's not good.
It's not. The competitive part of it
is hella entertaining. I love picking you up. That was hilarious.
It's fun for a little bit, but I can't see me playing it for more than a couple rounds.
Yeah.
I would get irritated and I would get bored.
So look, art-wise, I think the game looks okay. And I say only okay, because that board with the letters is way more boring than regular Tetris. It's just boring as hell to look at.
I wish it was in the middle as well and it had the artwork behind it.
No, I'm talking movie adaptations of games. Do we count cartoon movies? Why not? I think we should. I think the pixel art for the digitized images, if that is pixel art or if it's digitized, I don't know, but that looks great. The music is good, which is...
I do like the music.
Which the music is telltale of every Tetris game ever. They've all had amazingly good music. It's real catchy, sticks in your head, you know, keeps you kind of like bopping while you play, and that's fine. Gameplay-wise, don't care for it. Like, I would rather play actual Scrabble.
I would also rather play actual Scrabble.
Don't worry.
And over both of those, I would rather play actual Tetris.
For sure, but I feel certain that Scrabble is on its way.
Oh, boy.
I don't know where it's at in our list.
Scrabble has a game?
I gotta believe it does.
Why?
I don't see one.
Oh, thank God.
It's not on the list. Did they not make a Scrabble game?
SNES is not about a Scrabble word.
They don't. There was WORDTRIS, Super Nintendo's version of Scrabble. Wow. I am shocked. Considering they made like Risk and Monopoly and Clue, for God's sakes. They made Clue into a video game.
They made all the basic family games.
Blown away that Scrabble is not in there.
When was the Game of Life created?
A long ass time ago.
Because do they have a version of that for this?
I doubt it. That's
because that is one of the basic family games.
No, not on our list at least.
Oh gosh, they have a Rocko's Modern Life.
April '94. It's about as good as you'd imagine too. Unfortunately. Now switch one. No, we're not playing Mortal Kombat tonight.
I don't like Mortal Kombat. Specifically because I always lose.
Look, I don't actually care for Mortal Kombat either, frankly. Street Fighter is a far superior fighting game in every stretch.
I also don't like Street Fighter that
No,
much.
you don't like fighting games. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I like Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat any day of the week. Is this game worth playing? No.
No.
Would you look it up?
I would not.
Nor would I. Are you going to give it a thumbs up?
No.
No, you're going to give it a thumbs down?
I'm giving it a thumbs down.
I'm also going to give it a thumbs down. WORDTRIS, into the dumpster with you.
It was entertaining for all of about 10 minutes while we were playing against each other.
Yes, it was. And that was the gist of it. Playing against another human being is the superior way to play WORDTRIS. That's just all there is to it. Not worth looking for. Very forgettable. Music's okay.
Yeah, music's okay.
Music's okay. But you can't change the music either. Like, the music has another track in there. I've heard it. But, yeah. It's going to be a hard pass on WORDTRIS, unfortunately. Which leaves us with two games coming up. We have Wing Commander, the on-rail shooter game that's story-driven, if I recall playing it back in the day. And then Super Star Wars, which I guarantee is going to piss you off. Because it pissed me off a lot as a kid. It pisses me off now. I tried it the other day because I forgot exactly what it was. And yeah, I was like, oh, this son of a bitch. No, I remember. But it does follow. If I remember, the Super Star Wars games followed the storyline of the movie pretty well. So there is that. Which means Luke doesn't really have a lightsaber till like the third one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, get ready for a lot of hot blaster action. So you want to do Wing Commander or Star Wars next?
Wing Commander.
Wing Commander next.
I hope it's a good game.
Gonna save Star. You don't think Star Wars will be a good game?
You seem gonna get upset at it.
I said it's hard. It's hard as balls, but it's not bad. It might be a little bad. Super Star Wars is amazing. Well, Scott, we're gonna find out. 2 thumbs down for WORDTRIS. Coming back on Wednesday with Wing Commander. Thanks for joining us, Scott, Dave, anyone else who watches and creeps chat rooms and doesn't actually say anything, whatever, it's all cool.
It's called lurking.
Lurking, whatever, lurking. Remember to follow us, like, share, subscribe. See that thing at the bottom of this thing? Subscribers to affiliate. We need 50 subscribers on Twitch. Followers
and subscribers are different.
They are different. You are absolutely right. So if you're in there on Twitch, remember to follow us. It's rated as one of the top 100 SNES games doesn't shock me. It is a popular game. It's just super hard. So
Yeah. All right.
until you get to the third one, and you can unlock the force power for your force jump, and then it gets way easier. And you do get unlimited power. Because you get to throw lightning at some point, I believe. If I remember correctly. It's been a long time, but that's it.
Execute Order 66.
Gah! Unlimited power! Poor Sam. What a shit. That's it. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Well, I have a lot of fun facts for the Star Wars.
Well, good. Then you got something to talk about. We'll see you guys on Wednesday night. Have a good one.
See you guys.